Also, I just found out that we are going to be on Celebrity Family Feud. Steve Harvey reached out. He said, would you like to be on Celebrity Family Feud? And I said, I would. Who am I going to be on with? And then he said, well, your team. And I go, oh, okay. I thought I was on with other celebrities. But we are going to be going against the Rich Eisen Show.
Let's go.
I got to brush up on my Family Feud. I haven't watched in a while. There's usually a clip, and there's usually a clip where Steve Harvey will look to the camera and just give you that look like, what just happened? Guaranteed to have at least one of those because of you, Fritzy, when we do Celebrity Family Feud. I think we do this in a couple of weeks. Maybe we could rehearse because we have to be all together here on this. Can you rehearse, Marvin?
More importantly, what are we wearing?
Oh, I don't. You know, they actually did give me a printout of what to wear and not wear. I'll share that with. Actually, maybe I shouldn't share it with you. I'll just let you wear what you want to wear. Survey says.
Are we going to be all supportive of each other? Like, good answer, even if one of us has a horrible answer that we know is not up there?
We do that now.
We do that.
Like, I do that for you.
Yes, you do.
Yes. But, yeah, we do have to fake our love for one another here.
Is that what we're going to do?
I think so.
There?
Yeah. Okay, what's the most important thing here? To be entertaining or to win? Do we want to have goofy answers?
No, I think we got to take it very seriously and win.
I think it'd be pretty entertaining to win. Personally.
You're caught up on this winning thing. Like the Sports Emmy, you want to win it. I just want to get nominated. Like you put too much pressure on us.
No, I don't.
To win.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, we feel the pressure.
Oh.
Like it could be a disappointment if we don't win.
Yeah, yes, it is a disappointment when we don't win over and over again. Yes, at this point, the first time we were like, wow, I can't believe we're nominated. We're nominated again. It's like our sixth time now or something. Let's win one. It's just stupid.
Yes, Todd.
I have two questions. One, do we know what charity we want to play for? Secondly, if we do win and then you got to have the bonus round, you got to pick two people from the group to try to get the 200 points to win the charity money.
Oh, boy.
That's a can of worms right there. Only two can play that final part of Family Feud. Big money.
Okay, you're going to be in the final.
The gutsy decision.
Todd is?
Yeah.
Well,
Because nobody.
why?
Okay, you guys don't. Oh, so nobody wants Todd in the final round.
I'm just curious why you were so quick to say that.
Well, it just feels like he's very creative. Imagination. He loves these game shows, and he's probably watched them quite a bit.
Or you're setting me up for failure. Name a pet. Ostrich.
You're right. What is better content?
That's what I always thought when I was in fourth grade. That one time I did a paper on ostrich. I always thought that would make a great pet. So
Okay.
Something you put on a hamburger. Bologna. Wow, I mean salami. I'm panicking.
You don't put a salami on there either. You know
Salami.
what?
I mean salami.
I don't know, pass.
Okay.
Be one of those pass where you just get zero automatically.
Okay. Maybe this isn't a good idea. But we did agree to be on Celebrity Family Feud. Yes, Paul.
Todd, in pressure situations, you have no idea which way it's going to go. If you go back to Sports Jeopardy,
That didn't go well.
he would self-implode.
Yes. That did not go well. He panicked. See, that's what concerns me. When you get on the clock, you might panic, Todd.
Well, I know the one where instead of saying the Giants won the pennant, I went with, and they're going crazy is the one I thought that was the answer.
And you didn't do it in the form of a question.
I didn't.
And they're going crazy.
I didn't even
and
say
they're
what
going
is they're going crazy. It was obvious to the whole world. And the Giants won the pennant. They're going crazy, and they're going crazy?
Now, let me go back to one of my initial questions. Are we trying to entertain or are we trying to win?
Okay, would you rather lose and be entertaining or boring and win?
I'd rather lose and be entertaining.
Wrong.
No, you want to go viral. That's what it's about. The kids like to go viral.
Wrong.
Yes.
Why can't it be both, though?
I don't think
We don't have to purposely give silly answers. We can try to win, but we can still be engaging and fun with Steve Harvey and the Eisen guys. There's ways to be entertaining and still be, I don't want to say cutthroat, but want to ultimately win the game. I think we can accomplish both of those things.
Okay. Who do we want then? What's it called? What's the final?
Play for big money? Is that what it's called?
Is that what it's?
I think.
Fast money? Play for fast money. All
Yeah,
right. Thank
fast
you.
money.
Fast money. Who do we want as the two people to play for fast money? Todd, do you want to be in that situation?
Sure.
Do we want Todd in that
Now, here
situation?
comes the other question then. Do you want to go first or second? What if the first person only gets you like 73 points and now the second one has to bring it home and get another 127? That's the other part. Do you want to be
Marvin,
first or
would you
second?
like to be in Fast Money on Celebrity Jeopardy or whatever it is?
No.
Celebrity Family Feud.
No, but Seaton's my first pick.
Oh.
See, that's
I think he's really quick, and then he's well versed in different subjects.
Okay. Yeah, see.
yeah. I don't know anything about anything, but my two picks would be Paul and Marvin.
Oh. Okay.
I think sports wise, of anybody on this side of the glass for sure, they know more about it. But is it just sports or is it all stuff?
I think it's all stuff. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a sports Jeopardy turned
Yeah.
into
No,
sports
I don't know.
Family
I'm just
Feud.
asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Are
that.
they just gonna do, or is it gonna be like Indiana Jones movies? You're like, oh crap!
Yes, Paulie.
I like to think I'm quick, and in Sports Jeopardy, I'd feel confident. But this is not trivia. This is more like common sense answers to what you would think would be a basic question.
The number one foods at ballparks, and then you have to go.
Sushi. No.
You do hot dog, and then then nachos. So those kind of questions. maybe.
Bagels and locks.
No
Peanuts.
peanuts. Yes, Marvin.
The answers that are going to be tricky is when you're playing fast money. It's like fill in the blank, peanut butter and blank. You'll say jelly. When the second guy comes on, Steve Harvey's going to ask that again. He's going to say peanut butter and
Marshmallow.
fluff.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Oh, nice.
Peanut butter and banana sandwich.
That's nice. I'll get you 8 points.
But here's the thing: you won't have a lot of time because there's only 25 seconds to answer those during fast money.
Well, that was just brought up by a listener to me to say that, Dan, there's a time limit on those answers. Todd doesn't do very well, hasn't had a one-word answer in 5 years. Okay, if Steve Harvey says, whatever the question is, and then you go, I was going to say.
I was going to ask about his commute in and how far he lives from the Family Feud.
All right, yes, Paulie.
Yeah, this is a different animal than Sports Jeopardy. It is. Marvin's right. Once that obvious first answer, like ballpark food, hot dog, then if you have to go second, that's where people get tripped up the most.
Yeah, I'm okay with that if that's the question. But, if they get too deep on something and then you get one that's obvious and then it's the other ones where you say something stupid. Yes, Eaton.
We're gonna have to run through this a bunch because I'm actually getting nervous about it. That's probably a bad sign. We're gonna have to run through this
Okay.
a couple times. Fast money. I gotta practice this stuff.
Yeah, but I need to know what the topics are going. Like, are they sports-related topics, or can we request sports-related topics for Celebrity Family Feud? Maybe we can. Maybe I'll reach out and say, "What about this?" Maybe that would be beneficial to both sides with the Rich Eisen Show. And once again, when we get there, they're not friends. Okay,
Nope.
that's the enemy. We're not shaking hands. We're not doing any of that.
Whoa,
No,
that's
no.
part of the Family Feud thing.
No, now I thought, and my wife said, well, isn't the feud within your own team or is it with the other team that you're facing? I said, I don't know. There could be a feud between us by the time it's all said and done. Yes, Todd.
When Steve says, "Gimme Dan, gimme Rich," and you guys got to come out, hit the buzzer first when he asks the question, you're not going to shake hands. You're just going to stare him down because you kind of do that initial handshake when you get to the middle there and it's 1 against 1.
I'm going to go Bird and Magic.
Ah.
Just saying. We're not doing Isaiah and Magic. Not going to do that.
But it's expected to do the handshake as a Family Feud sportsmanship thing when you go up to the middle.
Todd, I'm out to win. I want to dominate. Okay?
You can win with class and shake hands with the opponent and then just win.
I am Tyrese Halliburton's dad.
Okay, then. Fair enough.
Yes, Paulie.
Can we get the categories skewed towards us five and against Eisen's people's knowledge? Like, remember Cliff Clavin on Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Imagine if the first category was Cincinnati Reds from the 70s, and you run up there And then it's
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I'd be good with that. All right. So that's exciting news. We're going to be officially labeled celebrities. Celebrity Family Feud. Yes, Todd.
My mom was all excited about that. I mentioned the prospect of something like that happening because she's all about the game show network, and she'll watch game shows from like 1983 that hasn't happened in 40 years, and she just can't wait for whenever that's going to air.
Well, I wonder where you got that from.
Loving game shows?
Yeah, that are like 43 years old.
I'll watch a 1974 Price is Right to see the hairdos and the outfits and
Yes,
stuff like
Seton.
Cliff Clavin's, this is obviously super dated, but his categories from Jeopardy, right, on the show Cheers.
Okay.
The categories were civil servant, because he's a mailman,
Mailman.
stamps from around the world, mothers and sons, beer, bar trivia, and celibacy.
genius.
And they're all exactly him. That was a great episode of Cheers, man.